But if you think about it, how many friendships today do you think would make their way into a
Second generation? Not much, honestly.
Because normally they don't even last a
Few months, let alone years or generations. Yeah, that's what we'll be discussing today. Friendships, why connections are essentially harder to make
And not the
in
same
for a
anymore.
generation. Yeah, not the same anymore. So welcome back to Do Khyal. I'm Supreet Kaur.
And I'm Ashneet Kaur.
Everyone's got their own definition of friendships, right? For me, being a friend is being there for someone no matter what.
Yeah.
Unconditional love and support and loyalty.
Yeah.
And you might have a different definition. Everyone has their own definition, right? But one of the things that I think about a lot, and I'm sure everyone else from our generation thinks about it as well, it's that friendships that our generation has, they're not on the same level of friendships and connections that our parents had.
Yes.
And let's talk about the main reasons why that is.
Honestly, there's so many different reasons, but I think one important factor is आजकल अपनी friendships बहुत fragile हो गया का. Whether that's because we lack patience, not willing to perhaps make the sacrifices that our true friendship requires, or not willing to go out into and do the inconvenient things that friendships require.
Yeah.
Because I look at my parents, their bond with their friends is so strong. Oh, कई महीने नहीं गल करनी है. हो सकता because they live in different countries, ਆਪਾਂ immigrants are, कई साल नहीं गल करनगे, जो कई साल मिलणगे नहीं. But they still, whenever they do call, whenever they do meet, ਇੰਨਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ. There's no awkwardness.
Yeah.
Whereas ਆਪਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਮਹੀਨੇ ਨਾ ਮਿਲੀਏ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂ like we were close friends with someone and somehow drifted apart and we clash into them on the road, we will feel awkward starting a conversation or even saying hi. ਹਨਾ? I've never heard my parents say, oh, ਉਹ ਮੇਰਾ friend ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ.
We're no longer friends
We're no
anymore.
longer friends anymore.
See, for them, it's a different kind of friendship, and those are important to have as well.
Yeah.
But they maintain those friendships. There's not an ounce of weirdness, even if they link up with their friends after ages, right? ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਘਰੇ ਕੋਈ event ਹੁੰਦਾ, they always invite each other. And for us, we don't speak to someone for months and we start questioning, you know what, should I invite this person? Are they really my friends anymore? Because we haven't spoken in this many months or weeks or whatever, right? And I don't know where that constant need to be in touch comes from. Because yes, there are friends that you will meet up on a daily basis or even, weekly. But there are some friendships that are a bit more low maintenance. But you can't just say, those are not my friends, right?
They could still be one of your best friends. Like,
Right.
They're there for you when you need them. They'll be the people you call up first.
Exactly. And that's what you need in life. Honestly, those are the friendships you need in life.
Yeah. You can't be meeting and talking to everyone every day. It's really, in real friendships, that's not the only way to maintain them. But the other factor is that we have to be willing to do the inconvenient things, go out of our way to do things, rather than just think about ourselves as well. We just selflessness chahidi hai apan nu.
That is very important in friendship. Being okay with being a little bit more inconvenient. Being selfless, being there for someone, even when, it might cost you sometimes as well.
Sometimes, perhaps
It requires sacrifice.
yeah.
But that's how friendships last a lifetime. Good friends are people who actually show up for you.
Yeah.
They're there, take a koi bande nu dukh hunda zindagi ch, or even supposedly, tu mainu kahengi Supreet, Ashneet, mainu chak liya airport to, and I'll be like, you know what, it's an hour and a half out of my way. I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah. It's like मेरा Sunday खराब होगा. हाय मैं भांडे धोने सी है मैं I was going to do this.
You got to do a myriad of other things.
Yeah. And if you're just like, no, it's too much effort. ਜਾਂ ਕਦੇ ਆਈ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਗਾ ਅਸ਼ਨੀਤ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਜੱਕ ਜਾਣੇ ਪੁੱਛ say if I'm coming from India and I'm like ਅਸ਼ਨੀਤ pick me up, ਪਰ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਐ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ in 1.5 ਘੰਟਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਲੱਗੂ 1.5 ਘੰਟਾ ਜਾਉਂਦਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਹਨਾ. It's going to be too much inconvenience for her.
Yeah, too much of a hassle or whatever. But shouldn't you be okay doing that for your friend?
Yeah, because they're your friend.
Yeah. I mean, but baad cha ehsan jatata bhi main tenu chak lenda bahut bada ehsan karta tere te. Like, what good are friends if they're not there for you,
Yeah.
And it's not even be lord de dosti. It's just a basic things, basic aspects of friendship, that being there for each other.
Yeah. And it's a very important part of our lives as well. Friendships take a very crucial part to get you through life and through the different stages that you're going through.
Definitely. And I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people are lonely in this day and age as well. They're struggling mentally as well because they don't have someone to share those feelings with. Right? Loki kalle kalle je rehn lag gaya. They don't associate with people. They don't go out as much, or they're not social enough, or don't have that many friends that they can associate with and just share your problems. Because apne keh dinde dukh vandan ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਘਟਦਾ, ਪਰ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੰਡਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, then obviously ਬੰਦਾ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੀ ਸੋਚੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ and you just become 20 times more depressed. Whereas friendships, it's like ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੱਲਾ ਹੌਸਲਾ ਹੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ. You're going through something, you call me up. Even though I can't help in any other way, I lend a listening ear or just say, Supreet, koi na, kuch nahi hunda, ho jayega. That's what you need sometimes.
That's what you need, yeah. And in a time, in the generation we're living in, we're constantly connected with people. Social media ho gaya. It's so much easier to pick up a phone and call someone. We go out, we see so many people, but forming real friendships while during these connections is very difficult at times. Kyunki ਭੀੜ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਲੇ ਦੁਆਲੇ, but it's a matter of ਉਸ ਭੀੜ ਚੋਂ ਆਪਦੇ true friends ਲੱਭਣੇ. It takes effort and it takes inconvenience and it requires a two-way bond essentially as well.
It does, but that being said, ਭੀੜ ਤਾਂ ਇਕੱਠੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ, making friends out of that ਭੀੜ, and ਚਲੋ friends ਵੀ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, maintaining that friendship through a lifetime, because ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ 'ਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਛ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਗਾ. You never know what you're going to go through, what the other person's going to go through. And sometimes you might even lose touch for a few months or something. And we don't reach out to each other thinking, you know what, samne wala banda bhi kar hi sakda. Like, why aren't they?
Ego aa jandi hai, ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ
kyun kara? But you don't know. Like, maybe they are struggling with something and they are not okay with sharing it with you. Or you know what, banda hi chajak janda bhi main kyun kisi nu apni problems involve kara. So I think we should always be okay reaching out to a friend. If you call someone a friend, why shouldn't you be okay with reaching out to them and actually putting in the effort?
In the effort, exactly. And sometimes you have to just be the bigger person and make a call, and that person ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੌਸਲਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵੀ
ਕੋਈ ਤਾਂ ਹੈਗਾ,
ਕੋਈ ਹੈਗਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਲਈ, and catch up with them, reach out, they'll open up ਵੀ ਆਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸੀਗੀ, ਆਹ ਸਮੱਸਿਆ ਸੀਗੀ, and this is the reason I was kind of I take a step back.
And that's the thing, it requires effort as well, because our generation, we're using the concept of self-love to alienate people as well. Kind of just, you know what, this person's going to drain my social battery, or, you know, I'm not feeling social enough to deal with someone today, or just bandon hi bahane jala denda, you know what, it's going to require me a bit more effort to actually go out and go meet someone.
ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ 2 ਦਿਨ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਪੈ ਜਾਏ,
ਹੌਲ ਪੈਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੇ.
Yeah. And that's the thing as well. Sometimes people do, but communication is very important.
Very important, yeah.
You could be having a problem with me. I wouldn't know about it. It's very important for you to be able to communicate that to me, and me to listen to that, understand it, and communicate my perspective on that. Because real friendships that you want to last a lifetime, you need to communicate. Harsher communication is better than no communication.
Definitely.
Leaving friendships on bitter notice is not the way to go about if you really want genuine connections in your life.
Yeah. And that being said, sometimes you actually grow out people, and that's completely fine too. As long as in your mind, not even in your mind, you communicate to the other person. And you put in your best effort. You don't just ghost someone. Sometimes people grow apart, or kuch bhi ho janda ga, and things happen, you can't move past them. That's completely okay too. But that being said, if someone has been a friend for you throughout their lifetime and something big happens, you can't move past it, that's okay too. But you need to actually explain that we had a conversation, this is what happened. Don't leave on a bitter note.
No, I don't think any last conversation should be a bitter one. ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ childhood friends ਆ ਜਾਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਡੂੰਗੀ ਦੋਸਤੀ ਆ, ਉੱਥੇ you have to put everything you can to
maintain that.
ਜੇ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਬਣਦੀ, then you know you tried your best and it just didn't work out. And a part of growing into yourself and figuring yourself out is also outgrowing your friends. It's a notice and it's a sign of growth. But ਕਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ outgrow ਹੋਣਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਕਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ I just didn't put enough effort. That's why you need to kind of draw the line as well.
And that happens sometimes, and it's completely okay as well. But you can't do that with everyone. Because you honestly, as humans, we need community. We need friends. We can't just live as one person by yourself, isolated your entire life. That's not how life works.
And the biggest difference between the West and jitho aapa originally on back from Punjab is that Punjab was a very collective community, whereas it's very individualistic. And coming from that, man, collectiveness a lot more, to be honest. That's all kind of in our DNA.
That, and that's why I feel like the friendships our parents had, they lasted a longer time as well.
Yeah.
Because they came from that community. They came from, it can be from anywhere. They came from the same pin, the same share, or they go to uni, they stayed in hostel together, and they bonded like that.
Yeah.
Whereas for us, it might not be, it's different. And that being said, it's not that hard to actually form friendships. It's just different kind of friendships.
Yes, and it requires different kind of maintenance as well. Because ਉੱਥੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ friend to friend, you see them every time.
Yeah.
ਇੱਥੇ you don't see your neighbors even every day, every time. Where
Exactly.
friend to different more. So it's a matter of understanding it and putting in the effort that is required in that friendship. Other thing is that everyone demands something different. Your way of communication and your kind of love language is also different to what mine would be. And in a friendship, it takes time to understand the person.
Definitely.
Like you could be feeling a certain way, and sometimes I know, okay, this is the time I need to step back, but this is the time I need to communicate. It's building an understanding and answering to the person's demands.
Definitely. Like for me, supposedly sometimes I don't reply for days, and all my friends that like I'm close with, I've known them for years, they know this is just a process, you know. It does not mean that they can't call me up or we can't just meet up, and there won't be any weirdness or whatever with my friends, because they know, you know what, even if I don't reply for them for a few days, that's just me. But if they call me up and they tell me they need something, I would never say no.
It's like
everyone has the
texter,
different,
you call me up, that's easier. It's just your way of,
it's different patterns. Everyone's got it. And if my friends actually would be, you know what, oh, she's not replying to me, I'm not going to talk to her ever again.
You'd lose everyone in your life.
I would lose everyone in my life. That's the thing though. I have communicated this to my friends as well. You know what, this is just what I do, but that does not mean I don't actually want to talk to you or whatever. So that openness, that communication is so important.
So important. And the other thing is, I think it's very important to also communicate and appreciate the people you have in our lives. ਬਿਨਾਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦਾਗਾ. You can't just be like, oh, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਹੋਊਗਾ. Just because you have it in your head doesn't mean the other person is also grasping and understanding the same thing. It's important to show appreciation. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, sure.
But just being open about how you value them also makes a difference in a friendship as well.
Like we say that friendships are really important. Sense of community, sense of belonging, everything comes from friendships, right?
Yeah. And honestly, everyone wants deep connections.
I didn't know a single person I just want to live by myself.
Yeah. But deep connections require effort. They require understanding, communication.
Because people don't understand, it's so easy to lose the friendships that you once had. Because it takes a lifetime to build it. They ਝੱਟ ਇੱਕ ਲੜਾਈ ਚ ਲੋਕੀ ਅੱਡ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਬਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ.
Seconds, minutes, that's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
Friendship. Whereas ਬਣਾਉਣ ਨੂੰ trust building ਨੂੰ
ਸਾਲਾਂ ਬੱਧੀ time ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ. And why, if someone's that important to you, someone was that important to you, why are you willing to let that person go over one petty fight?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And honestly, everyone's going through life. ਸਾਰੇ have the journey there. And people make mistakes. People make mistakes in friendships as well. Sometimes you just got to understand it and move past it together.
But that comes from communication as well. Everything links back to communication. I think we talked about this a lot in our first episode, The Art of Conversation. Because sometimes apne ego bhi aa jandi hai mana ch bhi haan main ka to why should I be the bigger person? Why should I do this?
ਕਦੇ ਜੱਕਦੀ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ. But that being said, I think it's very important to know how to create friendships and maintain friendships because having friends truly makes such a big difference in our lives. ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੇ ਔਖਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਉਂਦਾਗਾ ਨਾ, your milestones, you want to be able to celebrate as well. It's so important to have company that you can truly open up and enjoy those moments with.
ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਤੇ ਗਮੀ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਵੇਲੇ
ਵੇਲੇ ਹਾਂ. And thank you so much for watching today's episode on friendships on Dokhyal.
Before you guys log off, we have a question for you. What is your definition of friendship?
Let us know in the comments.
Thank you.